some ball, brother. So look, let's get to some ball. Where do you want to go with this? You want to talk about contenders, pretend rebuilding? You want to get with the 30 visits? Where do you see us? How do you feel about the offseason? How do you feel about the team thus far?
I gotta admit, my man John, he might have heard the rumors. I did a show. Y'all can go to my platform on Terradome, man. John is like, hey, you talking to me? You talking to me? John Lynch is out here acting a fool. We are having a great offseason. John Lynch ain't playing. I curse him and beat him down like a dog when he messing up. But I gotta admit, man, bringing in Mike Evans, bringing in Chris Kirk, bringing in Osu,
Odigizua.
Odigizua. That's how I say it, like Joan Rivers. Go Digazua.
Odigizua. You can smell the Virginia slips coming off her breath.
Yeah, she said, "You're not even good enough." Odigazua.
That's that 80s. That 80s. Odigizua. So look, man. What do you think about the 30 visits that we've had so far? We've got about 4 receivers and an edge rusher. Romello Height is the lone edge rusher there, but for the receivers, they've had Jordan Hudson, senior receiver out of SMU, Denzel Boston, big prototypical X out of Washington, Casey Concepcion, speedster, do-everything guy out of Texas A&M, and then closing out with Mr. Yak himself, Omar Cooper Jr. out of Indiana, national championship winner. So how do you feel about the guys that have come in for the 30 visits thus far?
Impressive young men, man. I like Denzel. I love Denzel Boston. I love KC. And you know, for y'all that don't know, you see it over my left shoulder here. I'm a Miami Hurricane fan. I've been down since before a lot of y'all were born, and them daggone Indiana. You're gonna say Pacers, but them Indiana Hoosiers came out and gave me the business, man.
So you got a chance to see him up close.
I couldn't do nothing with him. And I got a good.
Is he the truth? How Omar look for? Is he the truth?
Yeah, man. He's a disciplined, get it done type guy. He's the type of guy that you know the saying that they said. The only one that could hold Michael Jordan under 20 points was Dean Smith. Once he gets to the NFL and once you unleash him, you're going to see his true potential. I think the only thing that was really holding him back was just being confined in the system. I think this kid's he's pretty good. He's got the goods. He's going to give you what he got. And that's all I can add. All of it is a crapshoot. I'm a Les Snead kind of guy. F them picks. Give me the guy that has done it in the National Football League. I will trade all these picks in for a Myles Garrett, in for a Crosby. So if you came to me, I want dudes who can play and play today. I don't want to hear about you being in the doghouse. I don't want to hear about you can't block. I don't want to hear about nothing else. I want guys who have done it in the National Football League come here and continue to hit the ground running and keep going. That's me personally. But I know, and I will take into consideration how other people want to build through the draft, and we gotta, get a guy. We gotta develop him and coddle him a little bit and give him some good stuff and this and that. I ain't got time for that, man. 30 years. Tupac and Biggie were alive when we won our last Super Bowl.
What'd you say? Omar Epps was wearing the Bucket Niners hat and juice.
Oh, a lot of people miss that, but not that.
That's a deep pool. Yeah, people don't even know that. And you know what else is crazy? If you go back and look at that scene, Omar Epps in Juice is rocking the corduroy 49ers bucket
49ers,
hat.
the bucket hat.
And if you look at the scene when they're outside of Old Man Quillis's corner store,
Yes,
when
sir.
Radamez corners Bishop for the first time, if you look when they all come over there, there's a dude in Radamez's crew who got on the 91 Niners billfold joint. You gotta really, that's the
Come
deep
on,
pool stuff.
Oh, coach. You in
49ers lore, man. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? When you know your team, you
There's
like, yo.
nobody else in content creation who can tell you that besides coach. Coach.
We gotta close with that. I got a lot of callers.
I gotta put my wife looking at me like I'm crazy. Man, coach, we are simpatico. If we were in color purple, we would be
You and me a step apart, my
Like
tita.
I love you, man. God bless you. God keep
I
you.
talk to you.
And may God continue to give you success. I'll see
All right.
you around, man.
All right, Terradome, I'll talk to you, brother. We
All right,
out,
brother.
man. Hey, Shills, let's get it, man. How you doing, brother? Shills, you good?
All right, so I can't hear you for
You can't
whatever
hear me?
reason. StreamYard is not my friend,
All right, I can hear you.
so you might not just kick me out because I can't hear what
No,
you're
no,
saying.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I know you can hear me, but I can't hear you at all. So
Then talk, go, go.
It's all right. Well, I'll just say whatever I'm going to say, and you can
Go.
pretend you're talking, and I will pretend I'm listening, and
go.
whatever. All right. So, man, are we rebuilding? I think they're giving Kyle Shanahan the tools that he's asking for in order to try and win a Super Bowl. I don't think they're really contending, to be honest with you, but I don't see because if Kyle was really not on the hot seat, and I think that he is, he would have signed another contract extension already. There's 2 years left on his deal, like including this season. I think they're giving him enough to see what he's going to do. They're saying, okay, you're telling us you can't work with these rookies and these young dudes who can't run your system. Okay, so we're going to give you a Mike Evans. We're going to give you Christian Kirk. You know, you want a Najee Harris. Okay, we'll get you a Najee Harris. Sure, whatever you want, Kyle. Just bring on whatever things you're saying you need. Let's not have any excuses where you're telling us we're not spending enough money on your weapons. Okay, you said you're gonna need to draft another receiver. Okay, I know we already wasted a Ricky pick, but sure, we'll get you another receiver. Whatever you need, Kyle. I don't think he's gonna get full sale for the draft, but they'll probably get him a receiver somewhere along the line in there. Chris Bill, Jacoby Lane, whoever it is that they're saying he wants. Go ahead, get it, Kyle. But I think what we're really seeing is your Kyle's like doing all this other stuff. You see him doing the, announcing, going over to Saudi Arabia, this thing and that thing, kind of being a more personable kind of a dude, developing a persona other than the asshole who does, press conferences and whatnot. I think he's got one foot out the door because he's not putting it together. And I think that, Parag is like, we're giving you everything that you wanted. And I'm on the phone, so that's all way too small for me to read. So I'm sorry. Hey, man, what, I'm in the backyard, bro. What you gonna do? But anyway, Kyle's got one foot out the door, and they're kind of pushing out the door a little bit. But they're like trying to say, we can't just shove him on out because he has all of this aura built up around him, all this legend, like Chris Sims always talking about how great Kyle is, what a genius he is. Nick Wright, whoever you want to throw out there, all the commentators in regular sports media talk about this guy being a genius, and yet he always seems to just fall into success in a season, right? You see him having success in seasons where either we have a last place schedule, like a third place schedule, something along those lines. And he doesn't have any structure he's put together in an entire decade. He's been here a decade, no structure, no actual program. He's got like schemes, but no program. Him and John. And so what we're not seeing is we're not seeing what you would have expected from a guy who's been around 10 years. You would expect to see, all right, well, I'm going to be drafting these players, building them up. And so like right now
Yeah.
we're on in a place where
There's no building
if we had,
plan.
let's say we had done that with the guys, not even fully maximized everything after what was that 2023, where they could have traded Ayuk and Debo and all that, got the extra picks, and really built out their draft class. Let's just go with what they actually did. What haven't they done with those people? They haven't played them. What did they do with Jordan Mason? Didn't play him. They didn't play James last year. All these dudes are not playing, none of them. So you're never seeing a progression of the talent. Even if you're reaching on whoever the player is, you should have reached and be able to believe that you can develop that talent and put it in a position where in a year or two, maybe 3 at the most, that person is like now your starting guy. And you've got talent coming through, like you've got a progression of talent behind them to build on. And the Niners haven't done that. Specifically, Kyle and John haven't done that. And so they're just reaching all over the place, trying to fill holes here and there, sacrificing opportunity to bring in talent by bringing in a Mike Evans, Christian Kirk, or whoever. And I don't mean them in particular, but in terms of them being able to develop the actual position groups, it's not going to be there because, like last year you had Demarcus Robinson, Bourne, whoever taking the reps. And this year you're going to see Evans and Kirk taking the reps. So the talent is never getting developed. And they also are trading away picks here and there. And then they don't play guys like with Brian Robinson Jr. They traded away a pick for him and then didn't really use him. And now he's out the door. So having never developed the structure, I think what we're seeing in terms of the way this offseason has gone on the offensive side of the ball is they're bringing in filler pieces on short-term contracts without extending John or Kyle. I'm almost done. I'm out.
All right.
And, basically not having done any of that, we're basically seeing a structure that's saying to me, Kyle, John, this is your last shot, and we're going to be replacing you guys for the 2027, 2028 season.
I agree with that. There may be conversation. There may be conversation. I'll holler at you. I agree with that. There may be conversations that either John is on his way out or Kyle. They may not be telling Kyle he's on his way out, but they may be looking to make some moves later on once his contract is up. I don't see a world where the Niners fire Kyle. Kyle would resign before they would fire him, and it would probably be some type of mutual agreement, some type of soft landing that doesn't really put a stain on his resume. Kyle would do something like trail off like he's a Super Bowl winning head coach or something, like he needs to take a break away from football. He'll come back in a year and be like one of the hottest guys on the market, and everybody will forget the fact that he's never won a Super Bowl. So that'd pretty much be it. All right, hey, we're going to get my boy Warren. We're going to go JLP. Then this dude, Niner DMV, keep bouncing. I was just about to say Niner DMV. All right, man. Niner DMV. Here we go. So let's go Niner DMV. Let's go. Then we're going to go JLP, Warren, and then we're closing out with Chunder Boy. If you come in the chat now, I'm sorry. These are my last 3 guys. Let's go, Niner. How you doing, brother?
All right. We good.
It's good to see you, stationary.
Yeah,
I just got traded to sit down, and now you done picked up.
Yeah, I was on my way home. I was like, let me join in real quick. Cause I was like down the street. Fine, good. I mean, I got a game tomorrow. I got flag football. I play contact. I play contact 8-man. So
I can't do it, man. Y'all
I go to nationals every year. My team is ranked number 3 in the nation. Like, Like,
I don't know how y'all do this shit. I cannot do
you
y'all.
can do it. You can
Y'all
do
got
it.
jobs. This is why I don't. This is why I don't meet up with you guys, because every conversation goes into. So can you still snap? You can't still snap though. You can't still get the 3-point thing. I already know. I'm not playing.
Hey, look. I put you in blocking back. You be all right.
No. We are old. Let it happen. Let us get old, man. It's
That's why I
over.
coach more. I coach more than I play. I be
Yes.
like, hey, it is what it is. But
Hey, man. How you feel about the team, bro?
so I mean, the same way I felt last week. You still fumbling with this whole Trent Williams situation. Like Kyle Shanahan, y'all got people have to understand. I agree with a lot of the callers. Kyle Shanahan has to understand that if you do not invest into your offensive line, you will have no success. It is one, and I get it. You got one side you focus on the whole time, which is D line. I understand it, but you have to put some type of emphasis on the offensive line, and do not listen to your offensive your coordinator, which is Kyle, where he's believing the offensive the line coach that we can build up linemen in the fourth and fifth round. That is a rarity. It is a
It is
rare that
rare.
you find a fourth and fifth round lineman that you can make a starter and a stud. That is
That's true.
rare. You have to build. You have to go in the first and second and third round for offensive line.
You got to
Now
go get guys.
you got to get guys. And like the other caller said, you went and signed all the. Dre was right. You signed all these offensive linemen, these filler ins. That's just to say, oh well, we're working on the offensive line. We're gonna wing it again. We're gonna wing it, and we got Mike Evans though. We got Mike Evans. We got that D tackle. So we worked on the D line, but you're still gonna draft the defensive end in the first round.
Okay. So all right. So let's go there. So your the basis of your argument is that not only do you not like the fact that they're not investing in the offensive line or prioritizing it, but you think so much so that we need to get an offensive lineman in the first round this year.
Yes, that's why I said trade Trent Williams.
Okay.
Don't if he cannot come down on his contract and work and give us a team friendly deal. Trade him to get another first round. That gives you two first rounds. So if you
You
go to the Chiefs,
whoa. You think we'll get a first round pick for Trent?
hell yeah, you can fleece somebody. You got to start playing people for what they are. John Lynch got to stop being
I
nice.
don't know,
Look,
man.
Trent Williams, you can go, look, y'all need it. You can go to anybody that's got a two first rounds in the first round, two picks. Go to the Chiefs. The Chiefs is the ones that wanted Trent Williams. Hey,
I don't think
you
they
want
would go.
Trent
I
Williams?
don't think they would give up a first though, because all right. So the reason why I don't think they would give up a first is that they know that it's advantageous for us to get rid of him because we don't want to pay him. That's the other side of it too. Is that if Trent Williams is on market, teams are always going to come in with like a deal that they feel is requisite to the temperature of the room, which is you need to get rid of this guy just as fast as I need to pick him up. So I'm not about to I'm not about to make this deal 100% leverage and sweep for you. I would see Trent getting a second. Now I say this knowing that I know there's people watching this right now that are saying, Coach, you said I thought he would get a first too. Just off the top of my head, I was on that thinking too. I think he can get a first. We got him for a fifth. We got him for a fifth and a third,
I
right?
know.
I don't see him. He's going to be 38, 39.
He'll be
I don't see us
38.
getting a second.
If now this is the thing, Coach. If you get a second, you can package our 2 seconds to move up in the first.
We don't have
You
two
can
second
do.
round picks.
Oh, that's right. We don't. No, we have one.
We
Yeah.
have a first, a second, and 4 fours.
So if you can get a second for Trent, and probably a fourth or a fifth, a second or fifth, whatever. You take take 2 seconds, trade up to the first, get a tackle, get a Spencer Fondler. I want Spencer Fondler. That's what I want. Yes, I know. I like Spencer Fondler, and I think he can be a great asset to our offensive line. The issue is
We got to
getting
trade
that
up to go
tackle.
get him.
That's what I'm saying. Like you, the
He's
problem
not
we're
going to be there
having
at
right now,
27.
and he's not, and that's the problem. We waited too late. And this is the problem with Kyle. You wait too late to do things. We should have got an offensive lineman. Greg Zabel was there last year, and we didn't get him. And look what he did for the Seahawks. Like you had two years ago, in those last two drafts, you had offensive lineman heavy, and you could have got offensive lineman to have your replacement set up for Trent Williams in this situation. You didn't. Because you was grinding off the thing of, well, we got Trent here. We're not worried about that. Our offensive line is fine. We just extended Colt McKivitz, and I don't like Colt McKivitz. I think he's an average right tackle. We could get better, but at position, but we're not because we extended him. But you're not bringing in players and offensive linemen to challenge Colt McKivitz. Like right now, who is your left guard going to be right now?
Right now, they got Brett Toth in there. Connor Colby is going to be somebody that's going to fight for it. But right now, the kind of like leader in it right now is Robert Jones, the guard that they just traded from the Cowboys.
Dolphins. From the Dolphins.
Yeah. From the Cowboys. He played for the Dolphins for 3 seasons. He went to the Cowboys. He got hurt for 1 year. He got hurt, missed the whole year, and then we picked him up. Yeah, he had a neck injury. Mm-hmm.
So you got him to vie for that. You still have an issue with the center position. And the key to our offensive line in every Super Bowl run we've ever been in and we won, we always had a great offensive line. From the 80s to the 90s, even when we had John Harbaugh, we had a good offensive line. Like our offensive line is questionable, and you cannot go into this season where everybody else is getting better than you. Everybody's constantly getting better than you, but we're still winging this whole running back tour. Well, we're going to run it back with people. Everybody's taking a short deal. Why do you think everybody's taking a short deal? Because they're banking on their self. They're gambling on their self, and they're going to see if they can have that contract year where they can get the contract that they want. Like, offensive line is the key. I don't want to hear about nothing else. I need an offensive line before I feel comfortable this season in saying that we are contenders. We're not contenders until our offensive line is solidified. You can't be a contender because you can't stop the pass rush. We got embarrassed against the Seahawks. That was the most points scored against us. Like, come on. And you should think about protecting Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy looks duress that whole game. He was in duress. I felt for that man.
I feel you. So, all right, let's say Niners are at 27. Spencer Fanu's gone. Caleb Lobu's gone. Monroe Freeling's gone. Spencer Mauaga's gone. You for sure have to get somebody at 27 and you want to go offensive line and you need a tackle. Who are you picking?
That's it. All the best ones are gone for real. So the rest of them you will be drafted too high. Because most of them are going second and third. So them knowing them, they're going to go best available. They're going to go D-line. Or you can go receiver. You could go receiver, but the thing is, you got all these receivers now that you're not using. See, that's the thing. I agree with the other caller prior. You have a lot of people, a lot of young people you're not using, you're not playing. Only on the defense, we play young people. On the offense, people sat, and they're always sitting in his office, and it's always that excuse that Kyle's office is so particular, and you got to learn. Oh man, fuck all that. They got to play. Offenses, right, no matter who they are, they got to play.
Trent Williams gets traded. Let's say the Hall is gone. If Trent Williams gets traded, what are you doing? What are you doing at 27 and probably 31?
If you at 27, 31, I would have to package that. I would package them
sorry.
up. Well,
I'm sorry. 29.
27, 29, package up, move up. Package and try to move up. Yes. Get your tackle that you need. McGlinchey got drafted in the first round. Why is everybody acting like we can't solve that problem by trading Trent Williams and getting another a left tackle in the first round? Like, we can get a premier good left tackle in the first round. We would have had our left tackle when we traded for DeForest Buckner, which I still think that was a dumb trade. We could have had Trisha Wirth, but we let the Bucks get in front of us for that. Go figure.
Hey man, hey, hit me up. Love to call in.
I,
Go ahead.
I
What you
emailed
got?
you on. I emailed you the other day, so
I'm gonna hit
just
you
I check
back.
your email.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna
hit me
check
back.
it. All right, brother. Thanks for the call in,
All right.
man.
All right.
Holla at you. JOP, we good to go,
What's,
man?
yeah, well, now I can hear you. I couldn't hear you before. It was doing the
What's
same thing
going
to
on,
me.
brother? Talk to me, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. We finally got the weather to turn around a little bit over here. Love these 30 visits. It's not even so much as the players, but now we get a picture. I think that the Niners may go receiver in round one.
A lot of that's window dressing, man, to get
You
people
think it's
thinking
smoke?
that's
I think
what
it's
they're
smoke.
going to
Yeah,
do. Like
it may be
it's
smoke.
okay. While you're looking over here, we're looking at a guy way over here.
True, true. For all
How
we
many
know,
times?
the
How
Niners
many
are
times
throwing
do
in an
we?
intern in these meetings. If they're like, dude,
How
we don't
many
care about these 30
times
visits.
do we actually go off of that? Think about it. I mean, have you seen us actually draft anybody that we've had in those meetings throughout all the Harbaugh? I mean, not all the Harbaugh, all the Shanahan years. I don't remember.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying. But I want to touch on one little thing that you guys was talking about earlier. This was way earlier in the show. The dude said that, hey, I would just love to see us win a Super Bowl. I've been around, okay? I was born in 75. I'll just tell my age right here, okay?
Okay,
I've
okay. Do your
seen
thing.
all five Super Bowls that we won and all three that we lost.
Okay.
But my point is, okay, you was talking about, oh, when it's done, we lose. I just don't worry about it no more. Man, fuck
I
that.
want to hear what you got to say.
You know how much trouble I got to deal with? Because people see me. People know who the fuck I am. They know I'm a 49er. Like, they don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. Everybody that I work with, everybody that I know knows I'm a 49er fan. So the second we lose, we can think I'm hearing all day long until fucking football season starts back up.
JOP, this is the most fired up I ever seen you. Yeah, JP
You know
fired
I'm
up
telling
today, dog.
I'm telling the truth though. When you at work and they know you rock
Oh,
these colors.
yeah. They
That
look
they
for
gonna
you.
give
They look for
hell.
you.
They gonna give you hell until the season starts. And unless it's a team that you beat, then they gonna keep their mouth shut. Like the Eagles fans ain't saying shit to us right now. So, Cowboys fans can't say
So what
shit
you
like
saying
the past
basically is,
5
hey, if
years.
they making me feel it, I'm gonna make them feel it. And
You
it's
got
death
them
to the
straight.
end.
You got
Hatfields and
them
McCoys
straight.
to the bitter end.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But my point is though that I don't even give a fuck who the names are on the back of the jersey. I just want to win.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I felt that as opposed to the losing, and I felt the losing as well. Man, in my opinion, I would rather lose so bad that we get the number one pick
Yeah.
than lose so close to getting to the glory land. You know what I'm saying? That the closer you get, the loss is harder. It
Yeah.
really is. Like you lose in the fucking Super Bowl. Like the one. Imagine how different the whole NFL landscape will be right now, and how different our team will be right now if Harbaugh would have won that fucking Super Bowl. Think about it. If Harbaugh would have
Kyle
won
wouldn't be here.
his, Kyle wouldn't be here. He would have probably
Yeah.
got like a lifetime fucking contract to be our head coach.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. Balky and Harbaugh kind of had a thing going on. There was some synergy there, man.
And here's the thing, though, that they was drafting fucking
Too
injured
much
players.
ego. Too much
Yeah, it was too
ego.
much ego. It was. But
God.
and the thing is that's why I really don't think Jed's ever going to fire Kyle. Like you said, it'll be a mutual thing if they do part. It will never be we just fire Kyle. No, it won't be that. Because then you'll look stupid when you go get the next fucking what was his damn name? The dude that Tom Sula, the dude that used to be the defensive line
Jim Tom
coach.
Sula.
That we decided to make head coach because he won a few games at the end of the season. Come on
Yeah.
now. I mean,
Yeah,
you
Mike
don't-
Singletary, Chip
oh
Kelly.
my God,
Oh,
it was
God.
it was
Oh,
horrible, dude. It was horrible. I don't want to deal
Yeah.
with that. But at the same time, I don't want to get like and everybody talks about we ain't got a chance at the Super Bowl. Motherfucker, we was literally a couple games away this past year without half our fucking roster. Imagine you get back Bosa. Imagine you get back Kittle. Imagine you get
You
back
know
Warner.
what?
Imagine you get
I
back
wanna say
Drake.
something. I want to say something to that.
It's a
While
lot of
everybody
imagine.
petty fuck, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
about to. I'm about to dream with you a little bit,
All right.
and I'm gonna put a dose of reality on your take, which is New England didn't really play anybody to get to the Super Bowl. They did not have like this crazy. They didn't have to beat the Lamars or beat the Josh Allens. They
Patrick
didn't
Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. They didn't have to go through
Yeah, I know.
like that regular AFC gauntlet. Do you think? Like
All we had to do was beat the Seahawks.
there are Seahawks fans?
Come on.
I'm just
The
being honest,
Seahawks.
dude. If we would have beaten the Seahawks,
Come on, man.
us versus the Rams is anybody's game, dog.
Yeah,
That's
is.
anybody's game. I'll say this because I know this sounds crazy in the month of March to say this, but I'm impressed with the Seahawks. What else? What else? Because I want to see how they'll follow up from this. What else? Because that year was a very favorable year for them. So all I'm saying, I want to see them respond. I just want to see Seahawks respond. That's all. Because now they have to deal with what we have
I
what we
want to see
dealt
what
with.
their ass beat all year. That's what
Yeah,
want
but I just want to see what they have to do because
Yeah.
what I mean by that is that everybody's crying, oh, we lost our offensive coordinator. Oh, we got to sign JSN and wear this. Well, good. Well, welcome. Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the
This
real
is what
world,
it's
yeah.
like to keep a Super Bowl caliber roster. What
And,
we've been doing for damn near 10 years. So stop it. That's why I don't have no cut cards for other teams complaining about turnover in their roster, turnover
all
in their
that shit.
coaching staff. Oh, we lost another coordinator. Whatever. Who cares?
So what?
We lose guys like it's nobody's business and watch them be head coaches all over the place. So
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
Yeah. It trips me out. Well, you know, the Seahawks fans, that's fine. I can listen to your shit. That's about the only team I'm gonna listen to some shit for this past
Dog,
year.
hold on. Wait a minute. We're not gonna do this. Y'all goofy trying to big brother the Seahawks and Eagles when both teams just won the Super Bowl. Bruh. We mashed the Eagles last year, cuz. What you talking about? I understand, like, yo, to the victor goes the spoils. You won your Super Bowl. They've done something that this regime has not done. Full stop.
Yeah.
We'd be clowns if we didn't recognize that. But let's not sit here and act like there was some crazy gauntlet. Like, we ain't doing that. Last year, there was a lot left on the table last year. Stop, Wizentard. JLP, what you got? Close me off for 30 seconds, man.
Shit, I'm good. That was the only thing I really wanted to say was, hey, don't count us out. But I'm gonna tell you, if they're gonna go receiver, I say go Concepcion because he'll give you more of that Debo type flavor. He'll give you some of that little run around, some of that little you catch a little 2-yard pass, you can take it to the house, that kind of thing.
Not a problem. Hey, love the call, man. See you next week, bro.
See ya.
Peace. Warren G.
What's up?
What's good, man? How you doing, Warren?
I'm pretty good.
Talk to me, man. How you feel about the offseason? Tell me about what we should do in the first round. What's going on with these 30 visits?
I don't know too much about the 30 visits, but I can tell you, like, if we're going for it, I'm always gonna go for it. But if we're gonna actually execute it, if you see the landscape of the NFL, it's like I don't see a dominant team right now.
Keep going, bro.
Yeah, shut up. My bad.
Yeah.
Seeing the landscape of the NFL, it's still parity, a lot of parity right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I see that can we win the NFC West? Everybody crying the Rams right now, so let's see what we got on the field first game.
Yeah. I'm excited about it too, man. You got any draft crushes for the first round?
I we need an old line, but you know how Kyle in with him, he like China toys, so it's kind of questionable right now. We need. I'll tell you like this: if we had a glad Jay York is our owner, but you need to question Kyle like what's up with the offensive line? If you do that, what's up with the offensive line? What's up with the center, the guards? How can we get better? But Jed don't know football, and that's kind of hindering us right now. So that's why I think.
Hey man, thank you so much for the call in. We definitely got to see how we're going to do to bounce back, and I'll see you next week, brother.
Gotcha.
All right, Chunder. Last call for alcohol. All right, what's going on, brother?
What's up, my guy?
Hey, close me out. We got 5 minutes.
All right, there's a guy they took a 30 visit with, and I haven't heard anybody talk about him yet. Travis Burke out of Memphis.
Okay.
And this was projected sort of early on.
Position?
Offensive tackle, 6'9", 325 pounds with 34.25-inch arms. And the thing I like about him the most, this guy has a mean streak.
And they had a 30 visit with him?
Yes. So,
well, right now he's a UDFA. So they may be trying to meet with him to try to grab him up. Go ahead while you talk.
I can see this being one of those guys where if they trade one of those 4th round picks and pick up like a 5th and a 6th or something, this be one of those guys that they pick up like with that last pick that they accumulate like in the 6th round or something like that, and not letting him go undrafted. But yeah, just a guy that I think they might bring in as a developmental tackle prospect, and I think there's a lot to work with there with him. And I love his nasty streak. He's just got to clean up a lot of things technically. But at 6'9", 325, his movement is good, but probably not to the level we usually like to see with our offensive linemen in the scheme. But I just thought that was a prospect that hasn't really been talked about much that was brought in for a 30 visit. I think that when you look at the 30 visits that we've brought in at wide receiver, I think that there are 2 guys that are notably not there, and I think they both really fit what the 49ers do and what the 49ers want. And I think this might be one of those situations where they're kind of smoke screening by not bringing in the guy they actually want to take, and that's either Omar out of Indiana. The other guy, and I just can't shake it, I think, my kind of hot take in the early part of this offseason, I think they're going to take Chris Bell at 27. I really do.
God, that would be a reach, man.
It would be a reach. I don't think he'll be there at the end of the second, and I think
he will be there at 27.
He'll be there at 27. He won't be there at 58 or 59 or whatever our second round pick is. I think the 49ers don't care. Kyle Shanahan doesn't care about somebody being a reach. If they have a chance to move back into the second and then take him, that's what they probably would prefer to do, just like they wanted to do with Ricky Pearsall. They wanted to move back a few spots and take him at the beginning of the second round. I think Chris Bell has star wide receiver potential. And I think that's one of the guys that the 49ers would really like to get on their roster. Now, with that said, we can't also discount the fact that the 49ers have a long track record of taking defensive tackles or edges in the first round. So the most likely thing the 49ers will do is take a defensive lineman. And there's so many good defensive linemen available at that 27 spot. There's going to be 2 or 3 edges that are good. There's going to be 2 or 3 defensive tackles that are good. I kind of almost hope they take a defensive tackle because I think there's a lower chance that they're going to screw it up if they take a defensive tackle.
Mm-hmm.
And,
in the first round?
Yeah. So, if they end up taking a safety, I don't trust them to not take the wrong one. To pass on an EMW and take a different guy. Or I don't trust them if they're going to go, offensive line. I don't trust them to not pass on a better offensive lineman because this other guy fits their system better, and he turns out to not be that good. So I almost kind of hope they go defensive lineman just because I think there's less chance they'll screw that up.
Yeah. I also feel as though that if they're going to, this team, this team I feel like they're going to show us something different. Raheem Morris is here. It would be criminal not to incorporate shades the 34 different blitz packages that we haven't seen before on this defense. It'd be criminal. I really believe that Kyle. I tend to agree with Frisco when he says that it seems like they're kind of setting up for another shooter drop where either John may go. Kyle's definitely putting himself out there a lot more. He's matriculating his profile throughout the NFL and the sports world, kind of trying to remind everybody that he's still human. Hey guys, I can hold a conversation. It's me. I'm likable. They may move on, but at the same time, we're bringing in these guys, man. I do believe that there's a possibility for win now. Either they're going to try to win now or they're getting set up to move out.
I think they're definitely set themselves up with the way that they've gone about free agency that they can go, that they can go BPA. I just don't trust them to do so, just off of their track record. So that's what's frustrating to me. It almost seems like what they do is they set up with free agency so that they can go BPA, but what they're actually doing is setting up to take a guy they really like, and they know everybody's going to get upset if they have a big hole that they have to fill and they go get this other guy instead. So they fill that hole with some jag so they can go get the guy they want without the pushback.
I feel the same way about the offensive line. I like what you're saying. I feel like that is the offensive line, what they've done. They've thrown a lot of guys. I mean, although better than what they had, also too, could the Niners be doing exactly what they would have done last offseason? They just didn't have the money to do it. Right. In a way, that's what this feels like. That they're kind of running it back, right? Mike Evans, the money that Mike Evans was DeMarcus Robinson. They just didn't have the money. You know what I mean? Like, they've been bringing in guys like Christian Kirk was Kendrick Bourne. They just didn't have the money for Christian Kirk, so they got Kendrick Bourne. There's a sense of I see shades of last year of what they usually did, of what they did, and there's a possibility that they're just running it back because let's be lazy for a second. I'm John, you're Kyle. Okay. Dude. You know that we were like freaking screwed with the cap, and they kind of they took the money away from us. So they're the ones signing people. So I gotta get you like the worst of the worst, dude. Like, I ain't got that much money to play with, dog. I ain't got that much. So I'm bringing you in the best I got that you like. And now I'm John talking to you after this season, and I'm like, dude, let's run it back. Let's run it back. Like, it worked. We won 12 games. And we have way more money to do exactly what we did last year. Let's go get a Mike Evans. Let's go get Christian Kirk. All right. We need another D lineman. That absolutely killed us. We can't hide from that like we did last year. Our defense of line was unrepairable. It looked horrible last year. So I can see why they went and actually spent some draft capital on going to go get an Osia Odigizua. Outside of that, I think they're done at offensive line. I don't think that they're going to get anything in the draft. If they do, maybe the last fourth round pick that they have. I believe that with what they did in the offseason, they're trying like hell to get Trent signed. All right. And they're done with the offensive line. As far as they're concerned, the offensive line is ready to go for camp as soon as Trent signed. They're good.
Yeah, that's the one caveat too. They're done with offensive line is if they move Trent, then they're going to draft an offensive lineman in the first or second round. However, if they're able to extend Trent, they're going to act like that position doesn't exist until they get to day 3. And that just is what it is.
Yeah.
Do you think – okay, so –
now, remember, we do a show together.
Yes.
We ain't giving each other.
You can't give up. You can't give all.
Yeah, give me some.
Right.
Last topic.
Okay, let me close with this. So something that gets really overblown is the impact of rookies in their first season. So people talk about draft classes as if you're going to fix the roster with your draft class. And what I think doesn't really get acknowledged often enough is there's maybe 6 guys in a good year, maybe 8 guys who are rookies who have a significant impact on their team's ability to win. The rest of the rookies take a year or two, right? There's not that many guys who play a major role.
Mm-hmm. So let's pause right there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pause right there. You're talking about all rookies, first round, second round?
Yeah. So if you look at the rookies from last season.
No, I'm just asking you.
Yeah.
All
across
rookies.
the NFL, all
okay,
rookies.
So you're saying that out of all rookies, 256, only 6 or 8 of them are real contributors to their team in year 1.
Not contributors, impact players, right? There's a bunch of them that contribute early, right? There's probably 30 or 40 guys that play a role or are a solid backup or like a number 2 corner that eventually works in a number 1 or a rotational guy on the D-line. What I'm saying is there's only a handful of guys that actually make an impact on their team in their rookie year. There's not that many. It seems like it's more, but if you go back and look, it's like less than 10 every year of rookies that actually make a significant impact on their team.
I need to quantify what significant impact means. Like what does that mean? Qualified significant impact. No, quantify it. Numbers. Sure. Like, what do you mean?
Okay, so this year we're expecting our first round pick to come in and make an impact on our team. So if it's an edge player, we're expecting 8 sacks, 30 pressures, and be good against the run or something like that, or maybe 6 sacks. Like you're expecting him to make an impact and not just be a guy who happens to start. If we get an offensive tackle.
I don't think, I think, okay. So your premise, I hear what you're saying. I don't know how to argue that because I don't even think I've ever looked at that before. To be quite honest with you, my thing is that impact can fall in discretion and perspective of the team that you're on. Like, would you say that Dominic Pooney was an impact player his rookie year? I would.
Borderline, yeah.
You see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
Like,
and that's the thing is it is difficult to quantify at certain positions. Like wide receiver, very easy to quantify a wide receiver who has an impact, right?
Would you say that Alfred Collins was an impact player?
Yes, because of the turnovers and because he showed up in critical situations multiple times throughout the season. I do think you'd have to give him a nod as an impact player.
All right, so you think? All right, so this is what I'm saying. So, and I love you. We doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? Well, when you say that we have impact players, you said that we're talking about a player who has and Alfred Collins is not an edge rusher, right? Mm-hmm. So we know that 8 sacks, 30 pressures is not in his wheelhouse to be a tackle. Yeah. But at the same time, for him to be an impact player, right? You're saying that Alfred Collins is an impact player. If you look at his stats, they're not impact player stats. You see what I'm saying? Like Alfred Collins for this year. Here he is. Alfred Collins for this year. he had 15. Hold on, he had 1 sack, 31 total tackles, and 8 solo tackles, assisting on 13. No. Alfred Collins had 17 total tackles. He assisted for 13, and he had 4 solo tackles on his own this year with 1 sack for 15 yards.
So that's not an impact player at defensive
That's
tackle.
far from an impact player.
However,
but you see,
he made impact
plays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but do you see what I'm saying? Like, if you go, when I said quantify, not qualify. Qualify is the quality of the impact, right? The sacks, the impact plays, like you're talking about, right? The moments, the strips at the goal line, stuff like that. Those are impact plays. That's quality. Quantifying it, I think that's a little bit of a slippery slope because right here, you and I with our own eyes know that Alfred Collins as a rookie was an impact player for the San Francisco 49ers. However, if we just went off the quantitative analysis with his 17 total tackles with 1 sack, there's nobody in God's green earth that would say a rookie D tackle who had 17 tackles and 1 sack for the entire season was an impact player. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's a catch-22.
Yeah, so after I haven't looked at his overall numbers yet this offseason. So after hearing that, no, I wouldn't classify him as an impact rookie. I think he's a rookie who made a couple of impactful plays, but over the whole season, no, I would not say that was an impact. He was not a player who significantly impacted his team's ability to win week after week. He's a rookie who showed a couple of signs, he showed some flashes, but he was not consistently a guy who was impacting his team's ability to win. When you look at wide receiver, it's much easier to quantify. When you look at cornerback, right, much easier to quantify in some other areas. So what I'm getting at, let me reframe this a little bit. Even if you make the number bigger, let's say there's 30 guys that come out of the draft who contribute at a high level for their team as a rookie. The problem is, in the entire league, that's 1 guy per team. It's less than 1 guy per team. And the purpose of this entire narrative is, if we're expecting our rookie class to be the reason that this season is successful, we're setting ourselves up for failure. The rookie class needs to supplement the team that's there, and we hope a guy emerges by the end of the season. That is what your expectation of the rookie class should be, because that's the realistic nature of what rookie classes are in the NFL.
Why are you doing this right at the end of a show when I'm tired and I want to get off the show?
We can talk about this Tuesday.
And you're doing something that's making me. I don't agree. I don't agree. I think that you can have more than 1, more than 2, more than 3 guys hit for you in a draft and that not be an aberration. Like that could be normal. I think that maybe the Niners being so bad at drafting has kind of shifted your standard for what you expect out of them. But make no mistake about it, we don't have the team that we do if we don't get drafts where multiple guys hit. Okay? Multiple guys. All right. So if we're going by your standard and we're literally just waiting on 1 guy to step up and then we got to wait for the other draft class to kind of mold their way into wherever they fit into the league, then we've had some of the most all-time drafts of all time, and we deserve to wait. We deserve to give them all types of mulligans, because how do you get George Kittle, right? You get Nick Bosa, you get Fred Warner, all right? You go ahead, turn around, and you get Deebo Samuel. I have it right in front of me. I don't know. Would you say that D Winters is an impact player?
So no. I thought he would be. I really thought he would be this year, but he was a little bit of a letdown for me. The 2019 draft is probably the only draft the 49ers have had since Shanahan and Lynch got here that have had multiple players have an impact as a rookie. And that was Debo and Bosa.
I'll put it like this. I think that your take, and I'll close with this. I think that your take exists with the Niners because we've drafted so poorly over the past couple of years, where expecting one guy to hit for you when you don't have a first round in multiple years, that's the more realistic standard of, and I get that if you're saying, why are Niners fans expecting the Niners to churn out a draft where we didn't have a first round pick and they're expecting all of these late round guys to just come on and be household names? I understand that. But number one, you got to temper that take with that's the Niners' fault of their own, why they're even in that position. All right. And two, they're going on 3 years with first round picks. 1 year, they picked the guy who we all thought they reached on, the Ricky Pearsall. The jury's still out on him on durability, consistency, and overall toughness. And then we got one of the youngest guys, huge upside, but left with the ACL in Michael Williams, right? But we've had in that class, we had a D tackle hit, we had a slot corner hit in that draft. So, look, I think we should expect them to bring more guys in here who can play right away, right? Being a household name and like being an impact player, that's something that you can kind of play into with your role. But as far as them bringing in guys, if you bring in a first round pick, he's playing. Unless he's like a quarterback or like Trent's backup or something. But outside of that, first round picks play. Second round picks play. Third round picks play. That's the standard of any team that believes in their scouting department. We can't find a third round rookie to put on the field? Really? Fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, I get it.
Developmental
right?
Guys.
Developmental guys, maybe some guys that you got fighting, some guys that maybe you got to work on them. But the first 3 rounds,
the top 100, they got to play.
Top 100, dog? You can't put 3 dudes together? I'm sorry. Nah. They're not going to, this isn't even about you, Damon. Mm-hmm. They are not going to groom me into believing that they have multiple picks and them, and all they have to do is come out with one guy. I'm not going to believe it. They got work to do.
As soon as we get off here, I'm going to be recording my video on the draft. So I built, part of the reason I brought this up is I spent 4 hours last night running scenarios, running an algorithm through AI on a bunch of different teams, the Rams, the Eagles, the Niners. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I developed an algorithm that gives you one number on like how quality the draft class was. And it maps everything from starts to awards to next contracts, all that stuff. And I started mapping out 49ers draft since the Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch have been here. And I started mapping out other teams who have won Super Bowls and looking at the different draft classes. And I don't want to give too much away, but I'm getting ready to record the video as soon as we're done here. And I was really surprised at how mid some of the drafts are for some of the best teams in the league. They literally, like the core of their team was built over 3, 4, sometimes even 5 drafts. And it seems like it all came together at once with like 1 or 2 drafts. And it really wasn't. They had one spectacular draft where they got 2 or 3 guys out of one draft. And the rest of, they had like 3 other drafts where they got a guy, and that's kind of how it ends up being built. And it really kind of opened my eyes to how much we really should expect out of a rookie class.
Not mad at that. Chunder, you're my dog, man. Thanks for the call, and I'll hit you up right after this, man.
Of course, brother.
Talk to you. Hey, another call-in show, another one in the books. Let's get some super chats out of the way. Miles Garrett, my boy Trav, you ain't no good for that music in the background trick you played on me. Dimitar Dimitrov, coach a real one, for real. Dennis Sutton or Malachi Lawrence, what you think? For me, I'd go Denny Sutton. I love Malachi Lawrence. I think that's exactly what they want. But as far as like overall, all-around player, I love Danny Dennis Sutton. Frisco shows JP coming in hot. Fuck losing. He was. JP turned up on me. Frisco Shells, I'm hyped up to see what Morris does on defense. Me too. Let's start attacking and rolling the dice. I think so too. Hey, this is the coach. We got Monday. We're going to take Sunday off, guys. I may drop something on Kieran Crawford, the edge out of Auburn, who I think is the Romello Height kryptonite. Whoo, that was a bar. Kieran Crawford, I think that maybe if you watch Kieran Crawford, you'd almost believe that Romello Height was a smokescreen. That the Niners love him so much, Kieran Crawford so much that they said, you know what? Let's go get Romello Height and get everybody into thinking that we want this other bum that's 27 years old with 3 kids and 2 mortgages and a pension. Video coming out tomorrow for Kieran Crawford. We're going to be able to talk about his strengths, his weaknesses, what he does well, his path, his history, and how he fits well with the Niners. Also, Jayshawn Barham, going to do a scouting video about him as well. Guys, Monday, we got Cover 2 with me and Jesse. I'll see you then. This is the coach signing off. Stay low and keep your feet moving. Holla at you guys.